It's been a year since I've stopped watching Anton. Most of you have seen the exposed video I did on him, which stemmed from Anton caping for Pearl after she said a bunch of offensive things like slavery was embellished and
And I forgot what founding father, but they were talking about how he really he inherited slaves, and he actually had a really good relationship with them. He didn't make any money off the farm, but it was like if he freed them, they would all, what would they do?
Right.
And so he kind of looked at it as, I have to take care of them, and he wasn't even making money off of the farm.
some thought it was offensive, like me and O'Shea.
And then there's just Pearly Things, who is, obviously, in my honest opinion, shares some elements of racism.
But Anton and other creators put that battery in Pearl's back.
Why y'all keep telling me that Pearl is here like I don't know that my homegirl be watching me and kicking it with me on a regular basis? I know who my baby girl is.
But to act like racism doesn't exist is crazy to me. This situation left me questioning a lot of creators I've followed, and some I stopped watching altogether. So when I started to make this video about Charleston White, I wasn't gonna listen to what Anton had to say. And that would have been wrong on my part, because I don't owe it to Anton to be fair, but I do owe it to you, my audience, to call it how it is. So while editing and putting this video together, I decided it was only fair to get Anton's side of the story and not just hear from Charleston. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I think Anton is more right than wrong in this situation. So I'm gonna roll a few clips so y'all can catch up and we'll talk about this situation.
Over the last couple of weeks, just out of the blue, unprovoked, none of that type of shit, just out of the blue, I'm getting people that's sending me all of these emails about context about why I fell out with Charleston or how I fell out with Charleston. I'm like, what? What is this? Because I don't understand it, right? It's weird to me. But the first time it was on some barber's page. And on that barber's page, I don't know who the guy is, but I'm guessing that he booked Charleston for an interview. It just comes up out of the blue.
Now here's the full barber clip with Charleston and his barber. I left part of it in so you can see how unprovoked it was for Charleston to start talking about Anton.
So when I'm on the road and he on the road, he'll tell you, I call him, I don't want nothing from you, bro. I just want to check on you. How you doing? You all right?
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't have that no more because everybody want to be the superstar.
Yeah.
He the superstar, I'm the talent that make him look good. So it's okay for another man to sit back and take the back seat and handle talent.
They seen me take that hat off on Jason Lee. Yeah, nigga, I took that hat off on Jason Lee.
But you know what I mean?
I got you.
So man first. Yeah, it's in the Bible, right? In order to be a great leader, you gotta be a great follower. He'll also tell you, if I'm on my YouTube journey, I don't gotta call nobody, I got a brilliant mind right here.
And I was mad at the motherfucker Anton Daniels, and I ain't never spoke on this ever before. I ain't never spoke on this because I saw that, homie, I was mad at Anton. Cause man, homie, we went to mama house and done an interview. My brother first came home. So, man, Anton Daniels got a great interview with him, homie, telling his story and his accomplishments. So, I think that's big for black barbers in the black world to know we got somebody like this over at a white school that we think we can't get into.
Right.
So now, homie, so I fell out with Anton Daniels because I met him at my mother's house because of what he did for my brother. So we've been able to develop a bond from that. So now I ain't never spoke on that ever before.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, man. We got to get back to taking care of our community. We got to get better at checking up on each other.
I replayed that clip a bunch of times, and I may be slow, but I'm not sure what Charleston was talking about. But that video with his brother went on to do 120,000 views. Not bad. I think when Charleston's barber said,
So when I'm on the road and he on the road, he'll tell you, I call him, I don't want nothing from you, bro. I just want to check on you.
that whole part struck a nerve because, Anton, you haven't been picking up his calls. Aww. And as someone who used to watch Anton, I can tell you that Anton wasn't getting the views he's getting now until he started collaborating with Charleston. So Charleston took his channel to the next level, view-wise, and that gave Anton the visibility he needed. And Anton was able to continue to keep the views because even though I stopped watching Anton after the Pearl situation, I'm not gonna act like I didn't like listening to his perspective. But this was the first time Charleston brought up the Anton Daniels situation.
So he said whatever it is that he said. I'm like, whatever, it is what it is. Then I see it brought up because people sent me the timestamps on a Say Cheese interview.
Say Cheese, if it was a real life, if it was the Danza Project, if it was whatever it is
That's
that you
how
do.
me and Antoine Daniels fell out, homie. When I met Antoine, I'm saying, okay, this my we brothers. And so, homie, nigga, I gave him a rate, nigga, a 5-year ago rate, and it never changed. But as I began to grow, I started saying, homie, why you keep posting this? And it's pitting me against these celebrities. We done already spoke on this. Why we keep pitting me against this? So when I accepted to do the Live Nation tour, and homie, I ain't shared this with nobody. I've never, because I don't want to, homie, if I call you my brother, my nigga, and I bring you to my, like how me and you, I'll never come back and speak against you. No matter what happened. You could hurt me, homie, nigga, I'm gonna take the hurt rather than come spew. Yeah, homie, so the nigga, as a brother, homie, nigga, I'm finna go to Houston. Live Nation, I already know how Live Nation feel. So he kept bringing the Jay Prince shit up. So I'm like, homie, that's live. Why you keep bringing it up, homie, now?
Now, was it last week, last year, last summer? That's important.
I done grew past that. So you're gonna keep, and I said, now I got to go to Houston. So you reigniting this shit, homie.
And this is the big confusion, because you'll see later on in this video, Anton is saying he is posting content they recently shot. It takes the team 2 weeks to edit it, and Charleston is saying Anton is reposting old content, reigniting old problems for Charleston and affecting his business with Live Nation.
We would pre-record the interview. I have editors that literally chop up the interview for YouTube. So when we edit the content, let's say that we shoot it on a Monday. 2 weeks from now, it's a possibility that I won't even start dropping clips until 2 weeks from now. So I pay for the interview, or I pay for all of the expenses, and we would party like a motherfucker. Like, we would all be courtside. So we would pre-record an interview, or we would shoot a bunch of content and shit. Okay, cool. And then I would ask him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you sure you want to put this out? You sure? You know what I'm saying? And he would be like, hell yeah, like, I stand on that shit. You ain't gotta edit out what I say. I stand on that shit. Okay, cool. So it's interviews that I have that I've never released, simply because he would then call me after I edit the interview. All right, cool. We edit it. 2 weeks later, we started dropping the clips. Soon as the clips drop, now I don't know everything about Charleston's schedule. I'm busy as fuck myself. I don't know that he about to go to Houston for another interview, or he about to do something, or he got a show going on in Houston. By the time we chop up the interview, and this is why I think that it's more of a misunderstanding than a disagreement, and this is why I don't look at it as a fallout. It was just literally a difference of opinion of how it is that we do business as far as what's going on with content. We now starting to drop the clips. He called me as soon as the clip dropped. Oh man, what the fuck you doing? What the fuck you doing, man? What's going on, man? What's going on? And I'm like, I'm sitting there with my wife, my editors and my team is starting to drop the shit on YouTube because I'm all about just doing the content. I'm like, man, what you talking about?
And I'm saying, homie, you got way more of the stuff that you can be posting, more positive stuff for the culture. So his response was, oh, see, I thought you stand on it.
Charleston wants Anton to post about the positive when we all know it's the negative, controversial stuff that allows Anton to get his money back that he invests in these interviews. Because Charleston may be giving Anton a discount on his appearance fee, but he's still charging him, and Anton is still putting them up in hotels and taking care of them. So this is business. And if you said something in an interview I paid you for 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, I don't care. How are you not gonna stand on what you said?
What? So now, nigga, I stand on it, but also I'm growing too, my nigga. Also, I'm growing too, brother. And as my brother, why you want to keep igniting this fire and I got to go through this lines then? So, yeah.
No. Charleston is saying these things. Even if Anton reposts old clips to make his money back, that's a money play. But people don't forget you saying it in the first place. I'm pretty sure if you disrespected Jay Prince 5 years ago, he's not gonna forget. Unless you're NBA Youngboy or Kendrick Lamar.
Chill out, Lil.
All I'm saying is, it's people who've done me wrong 20 years ago. I haven't forgot. So if you're gonna blame someone, Charleston, blame yourself.
Yeah, so homie, and as a brother, I asked him, can you not do that? And so I never heard from him again. I never heard from him again, my nigga. So I tell people all the time, my nigga, I'm making money like a motherfucker. But nigga, I'm trying to build great relationships. Yeah, so I'm trying to build great relationships.
As a brother, are you gonna give him the money back he paid you for the interview? No, right? So he has to make money off the content. So for everyone to continue to get paid, he has to make money off the content. And it's crazy because one day, Charleston is trying to build relationships, and the next day, he's saying, F this dead rapper, playing his character. Honestly, after hearing Anton's side, I gotta be honest with you. I think he got tired of dealing with Charleston, which is why he just stopped talking to him, which is what I think was kind of messed up, but I'll let him explain it.
If we did fall out, because I didn't think that anything was up on that type of time, or, you know what I'm saying, it was on some, any type of thing, then that's just not something that I talk about online with other people. I know, or I've been over his mother's crib, and I met his brother and stuff, so I just don't speak on certain things. I really don't. I don't speak on certain things. And I done seen shots get thrown and stuff like that by Dewberry, and I seen Dewberry actually pop up.
All right. Now, right now, I see that it came out as far as the Anton Daniels and Charleston White. Everybody know that. I think every month we'll go down to Detroit. And when we go down to Detroit, you know, we did our podcast, man. And I want to say, man, that we had a great time. We'll go down to Anton Dan. We had the MGM Grand, man. You know, he put us away nice, man. He did everything. He made show. You know, I must say that. So let me get that understood so it won't be no misunderstanding that, you know, the guy did, you know what I'm saying, you know, he made sure that things happen the way it's supposed to happen. So, you know, I'm not going to be on here to try to bash nobody because that ain't my game. I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm here to just get to y'all wrong and cuss so y'all can know the true facts on everything, right? The problem come in is when we start becoming partners and we start building a relationship with each other, that we think about business, but we also got to think about our personal life. It started out business, but now we got a personal relationship. You know, he done met his mom, he done met everybody, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, like, when the situation happened, you know, I heard about it, he tell me about it, I'm sitting there like, man, if I tell you, we gonna kind of slide away from that situation. We gonna slide away from that situation. Let's slide away from that. You shouldn't be offensive to be like, cause you already put it out already. You already done put it out. This is just another clip that we gonna move along from that. You my partner. If you my partner, you supposed to be able to understand that I'm saying, hey, homie, we gonna move away from that, you know what I'm saying, right now. Let's kind of focus on this. I'm trying to do something right now, you know what I'm saying? And as my partner that got a platform, I feel like that at times they ain't supposed to be like, you know what, bro, let me help you move towards that. Not cut you off. I'm not trying to control your platform, and I feel like that Anton Daniel might feel like Charleston was trying to control this platform. And I'm like, no. My thing was, it never was like that. That's why Charleston never spoke on it, because Charleston really felt a certain type of way, because Charleston he was really vibing with Anton, like on some brother type stuff, like on some, man, I can learn from you type stuff, man, like, because, man, we've been juggling around trying to find somebody who got the game to give us the game, only for us to be able to run across people that when it don't go right, everybody just, and I'm like, there was no disrespect, there was no cussing, there was none of that. I guess Anton was like, you know, I don't need you, I'm all right. I guess he felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool, because from my understanding, he getting at him some money. Shit, Anton getting at some money. So it ain't like that. But if it's about building with somebody, then it's about building. You should help me want to clean up this or clean up that. As my friend, you should want to help me do that. As a partner, you should want to help me do that. And that's just out of respect. Now, if you're not my friend, you're not my partner, you just looking at it like, man, we just doing business, bro. That's different now. Now, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's different right there. So my thing is, what people got to understand is that people like Charleston fall out. So, well, I feel like that falling out was more based off of a misunderstanding that it could have been understood, because after Anton Daniels didn't call, guess what? Charleston was trying to call him. He didn't want to answer the phone. He didn't pick up the phone. All because I said, we're not going to go that route. Now, Anton Daniels not answering the phone. They not conversating with the people that used to conversate with no more. You know what I'm saying? I usually have his number. I hit him up and be like, hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Now, my number's going straight to voicemail. And I'm like, come on, my guy, really? Really? Just think about what I'm saying. So my thing is that I feel like at the end of the day, that it's nothing bad. It's just something that everybody learn from. And it's called being personal, and it's called business. A lot of time, we put that together. It works a lot. Because, like I said, we was on a journey, and we were trying to find how to get into this lane, how to get into this podcast lane, how to get into the YouTube lane. And I remember Anton Daniels used to tell me all the time, bro, I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I used to always be like, yeah, man, because I'm a student of the game. Only for him to just straight cold turkey because of a misunderstanding.
So that's Charleston and Dewberry's side of the story. Now, here's Anton's.
Let me tell you something, bro. On the real, on some real type shit, and I ain't never spoke on this, ever. I done took strikes on my channel just because I wanted to release it, and Charleston was adamant that we release certain content in order to be able to get across certain points. I done took strikes on my channel that I've worked my entire life to build up. I've took strikes on my channel. There's a lot of interviews, especially during that time, because that was a time where YouTube was really, really censoring everything, especially around the Kanye West stuff and stuff like that. And I've showed y'all. I've had times where entire interviews, all of the clips was yellow, meaning that we made zero money. I made zero money off of that content, but I still released it because it was good for the culture, or me and Charleston agreed that it was important that we release this type of content, regardless of what was going on, but I took the L's as a result of it. That's just a fact. That's the facts. There's interviews where I've spent well over $10,000 in total costs. Whether it was paying them, hotel rooms, flights, everything, right? I've paid a lot of money out and then I got zero return. Now, that doesn't mean that I didn't make money off of other stuff that we did. We absolutely got a bag. And I'm just going to be 100% transparent. We absolutely got bags, but I've made a lot of sacrifices.
And after Anton broke that down, it made sense. Dewberry said they weren't trying to control Anton's channel, but it sounds to me like they kind of were doing whatever they could to make Charleston look good, which makes sense, but also sounds like they were trying to control his channel. And they also forgot their friend was trying to run a content creation business.
Especially with Charleston, is the first thing that I say is, hey fam, you sure that you want to keep that in there? You sure you standing on that? And that's what the whole stand on it is. After the interview, I asked the same thing. Hey fam, you sure that's what you want to do? Like, you don't think that we should edit that part out, and you don't think that we should cut out nah, man, drop that shit. I stand on it.
See, Charleston wants to go viral, but if you go viral for the wrong reasons, they may have long-term consequences. And I believe when you say shocking things like Charleston does, a lot of sponsors don't want to deal with you, and the people you disrespect may want to kick your ass. But is that Anton's fault? No. Then Anton talked about Charleston talking about Tony the closer, and Anton having to hire security due to the things Charleston said. And at this point, I'm just thinking, this is way too much.
We can do this. Like, we can money fight and all of that. Tony like, yeah, I heard you in Miami, pull up and all of that shit. So I'm in different cities with my family and shit. I gotta hire people that rock with me or extra security and shit like that just because I'm standing on business when it comes to my guy.
We can money fight? How old are y'all? Never mind, I don't care. If you haven't seen the exposed video I did on Anton, check it out. I'm out.